which I rant about whatever aspect of the world is annoying me lately. I'm your host, ThatKidDouglas, aka the Unhero, the internet's loneliest D-list personality, and today we have a rant on the almighty BT. Now, now keep in mind, this video was recorded a week ago at the Oshawa Legend Center, so if you hear all the noise in the background, that's why. And please forgive my rambling and incoherentness. It was very off the cuff. It was very kind of on the spot because I really just wanted to get this video done. I apologize for the amount of time it's taken me to actually get around to doing this. That's only because I spent the last week or so just hanging out with friends and really just relaxing. Because you have to remember, I have a social life outside of YouTube. And while I love making these videos for you guys and providing you hours of entertainment, I need some time to myself every once in a while. Of course, I want to thank my good friend Brandon Nathaniel for allowing me to record via the voice recorder app on his iPhone. Thank you so much. And yeah, I also want to make a small little announcement in celebrating, of course, YouTube's 10th anniversary. Wow, YouTube is 10 years old. Time sure flies. Anyways, I've got 2 other videos planned on that'll be released within the next few days. Tomorrow is the highly anticipated sequel to the Lolcow Theater episode on Low Tier God. It's titled Low Tier Wars: Return of the Black ESP, and that will be uploaded tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow, July 26th. So look out for that. That video was also completed a week ago, and of course the Man-Child Chronicles episode titled Potty Mouth with Perversion will be uploaded on Monday. And I gotta tell you, you guys will really enjoy it. I spent a lot of hours working on them and editing them, and I think you're really gonna enjoy it. So look out for those. Anyways, without any further ado, let's get on to the main event. Here's BT in the Kingdom of Selling Out. Roll the footage.
Hello everybody, and welcome to Rants, the show in which I rant about whatever aspect of the world is annoying me lately. I'm your host, ThatKidDouglas, aka the Unhero, and I'm actually recording at the Oshawa Legend Center and not at Third Echo and 18 Studios, aka my house. So if you hear a lot of background noise, that's why. Anyways, today is going to be a rant on BET. Now this is a rant that I've wanted to do for quite some time, because this network has just annoyed me to no end, and I think it's time for someone to really speak out about it. Now, to be forewarned, I wasn't around during BET's heyday, back around the 80s and 90s, so I can't really give a complete analysis of whether or not the programming was any good, but I can assure you that it was probably a lot better than the crap that we have now. It's just truly shameful what that network has become over the last 2 decades. It's ridiculous. And when BET started, it started back in 1985. It used to be a part of Nickelodeon as a dedicated programming block before becoming its own network. And it used to be about empowering black people and educating them. And there was but over the more recent years, ever since they became a subsidiary of the massive American media conglomerate Viacom, it just I don't really know how to describe it. They've just really sold out. I don't really know what other word to truly describe it. It's just pretty fucking awful in all circumstances. I mean, it's gone from a network that used to encourage black people and educate and enlighten, and it's really just a network that seems to really belittle black people and mock them and really degrade them. When you look at all the trashy reality shows, you look at the majority of the music videos that they air on the network, it's just like, wow. And ironically, Sheila Johnson, who was the ex-wife of Robert L. Johnson, who was the guy who founded BET, she even said that she's ashamed of what the network has become and admits that it's crap. And when you have one of your own co-founders admitting that what the network has come into is crap, that's generally not a good sign. But you really have to wonder, was it really worth, degrading black people and perpetuating negative stereotypes really for money? Because they sold to Viacom in 2001 for like $3 billion. So that's a pretty mouth-watering sum of money. It really is. So, was it really worth all that? I mean, they both pocketed at least $1.2 billion off of the deal. So they don't. So they can pretty much. They don't have to. They don't have to ever work another day in their lives. They can pretty much safely retire, and do whatever the hell they want. You know, to say that their program over the last 2 decades has been shit is an insult to shit. It's just. I mean, yeah, they had 106 in Park, and they had Rap City, and those are some good shows. And they took on The Game, which used to be on the CW before that was canceled, and then BT picked it up. And they also had Being Mary Jane and Let's Stay Together. I mean, but over the last years, a lot of the programs that were good on BT were just terrible. I mean, The Game, which again was on the CW, and that was a drama. It was a sitcom about football, a fictional football team called the San Diego Sabres. And I really, really enjoyed it. It was a great show. And then it just turned to crap around maybe the 5th or 6th seasons. I can't exactly pinpoint when it started to turn to crap. They turned it from a comedy into a drama, and not even good on it. That's it just seems kind of really silly, to be honest with you. And We Being Mary Jane is good. That's a good show. But then they canceled 106 in Park, and it's a shame because some of their more enjoyable shows, were essentially canceled and replaced with all these really trashy reality shows that just continually make black people look like morons. It just makes us look terrible. And honestly, it's really just. BT is what I would call ignorant programming for an ignorant mind. That's really what it is. In fact, the point where I really lost all respect for BT is when they went after the Boondocks. I'm pretty sure you know what the Boondocks is. It's an animated series created by Aaron Lagudo. It's a great show. If you haven't watched it, please do. It's excellent. They had an episode basically making fun of BET. Instead of calling it Black Entertainment Television, they call it Black Evil Television. It's really a hoot, and it's basically it's an episode called the Uncle Ruckus Reality Show, where Uncle Ruckus gets a reality show. It's hilarious, but that episode never aired on TV originally. And that was because BET got really, really offended. Or should I say the corporate parent, Viacom, got offended and threatened to sue Time Warner, who's the parent company of Adult Swim, with legal action if they aired the episode. So Adult Swim was forced to cave, and they basically banned the episode from airing on TV, although you can find it on the DVDs and on Netflix. But it is just a shame, because that's actually one of my favorite Boondocks episodes. And the fact that BET can't take a joke, and that they threaten legal action over really a joke, over satire, is just ridiculous. I think it goes to show that they themselves know that they're essentially polluting the minds of black people, and that they hate their own audience. They're just simply there to really line the pockets of their corporate parents, Viacom. That's who's calling the shots, so they have to do whatever they say. And I just want you to know that I don't entirely blame them for why the network is shit. I mean, I do recognize that it's a Viacom calling the shots because they own BT. It hasn't been a black-owned network since 2001. So Viacom really is. BT has to do whatever Viacom says, and you see, Viacom is in the business to make money. They're not looking for programs that are actually going to educate and enlighten black people. They're just looking for programming that make black people look like coons, make us look like morons, make us look like every negative stereotype in the books. Again, so they can make money. Although the strategy is seeming to falter because Viacom suffered a quarterly loss and had to lay a lot of people off. And the ratings are down at BET, and that's one of their most popular networks. So, it's just... And I know I'm kind of rambling on, and this is not making really much sense, but honestly, I don't really have much else to say about this network. It's shit. I don't watch it. I barely watch it. The only time I watch it is for like stuff like Being Mary Jane or the BET Awards or the occasional thing that I might be interested in watching. But other than that, BET is shit. I don't watch it, and I don't suggest you watch it. It's a disgrace. No, it's a disgrace to black people. It's not even a good network in that. and a lot of the and some of the good programs they had were canceled or just completely butchered beyond belief and replaced with all these really shitty reality shows that just make laugh people look bad. I can't really think of anything else to say, but I wanted to get this off my chest. If you guys feel the same way, I want to get a discussion going. And what don't you like about BT? When do you think it's sold out? Leave your comments in the description down below. I want to really get a discussion going. So, yeah, that's all I gotta say. I want to thank my good friend Brandon Nathaniel for letting me record. Yeah, this is ThatKidDouglas, aka the Unhero, signing out. Peace. Stay frosty and keep it real. To the random.
Video, and the one thing that I forgot to mention when I was recording this video last week was that back in 2005 BET banned the music video for the Little Brother song Loving It, which is a great song. If you haven't listened to it, please do. It's great, because they deemed it was too intelligent. It's basically them indirectly saying that they think their audience is stupid and that they don't value their intelligence. And it's quite sad because BET has become, quite honestly, a minstrel show. The reason why BET was created in the first place was to enlighten and empower black people. To show the world that we're more than just heartless thugs that wear ski masks and gun people down with 9mm and AK-47s. It was to show the world that we have more than the hood aspect to offer it, and that a lot of black people are very, very intelligent. They are. But ever since it got bought out by Viacom, oh my god, it just continues to mock black culture by continuing to perpetuate negative stereotypes about black people, while other people are just embarrassed. Honestly, and since Viacom is the one that calls the shots, they're not looking to enlighten and empower. Oh no. They're looking to make as much money as possible. And their greedy short-term ambitions have not only killed MTV, but have also killed BET. It's a shame because BET was a network that used to be good and now it's just sold out, lost all of its identity, and now it's just a shell of its former self. Anyways, that's all I gotta say. This is ThatKidDouglas, aka the Unhero, signing out. Deuces. Stay frosty and keep it weird. Cue an epic outro sequence now.